I can't believe this is real. Like, I honestly, when I saw this clip enter my social media feed, I truly deep down wanted to believe that this was like AI or fake. But no, this is by the official Dead by Daylight account. We already have a set release. This is March 11th. This isn't April 1st. We have Kaneki Tokyo Ghoul getting added to Dead by Daylight. Like, this is something I expected from Fortnite. I never expected Dead by Daylight to ever incorporate Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. This is not something I expected. I never expected Tokyo Ghoul to be, like, relevant in the big 2025. I've almost pretty much given up hope on a theoretical remake of, let's say, the anime, or any form of spin-off continuation, but the fact that we have Kaneki becoming relevant, this is going to spark a lot of conversation around it. I mean, hell, this came out a few hours ago, and you already see it getting a lot of traction just with this one post alone. It's very clear there is a big conversation around Tokyo Ghoul, and I'm just legitimately curious on if this might spark maybe some interest in the overall product, and maybe get, let's say, animators and stuff over in Japan to potentially make a new anime of Tokyo Ghoul. I mean, hell, we're, actually adapting canceled manga now, so what's to say we can't just do remakes? I mean, we've been seeing an era of remakes a lot recently, but Tokyo Ghoul is one of those series that desperately needs an anime remake, a good one at that. But, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, we actually officially have a Tokyo Ghoul collab with Dead by Daylight, and I'm not gonna lie, the design of Kaneki here looks really good. I love the movement of his Kagane. Like, just look at the way his Kagane moves here. It looks so good. It honestly is very lore accurate in a lot of ways. I appreciate the design of the hair, to the outfit and all that. The art style choice does clash a little bit, I think, with the Dead by Daylight aesthetic in the background, but overall, Kaneki looks really good. I think in terms of game, I think this is the best, I guess the best thing I've ever seen from a game version of Kaneki. Like, I've seen mods and models and stuff like that, but I think that legitimately, in terms of Kaneki ever being in collabs, this is probably the best he's ever looked. But, one thing I do want to talk about is the fact that with this collab, there is a few things that do irk me about this. For one thing in particular, it's the fact that Kaneki is the killer. Now, I'm going to be fair here. At the end of the day, Tokyo Ghoul, you can't have Kaneki and Tokyo Ghoul. Like, you can't have Tokyo Ghoul without Kaneki, okay? Like, he's the MC. And, if you're trying to advertise or collab a series that, let's be honest, hasn't really had any new content for a long time, Kaneki, the MC, needs to be front and center. So, it makes a lot of sense why he is, quote-unquote, the killer, or the new killer being added to Dead by Daylight. But at the end of the day, anyone that knows the story of Tokyo Ghoul knows that Kaneki, yes, he does some bad things sometimes, but he isn't quote-unquote evil. He typically, tries to do the right thing, okay? Yes, there's many sides to him, his psychological nature, and, he has a psychosis, he breaks down mentally. We see this multiple times as he reinvents himself mentally throughout the story. But the point of the matter is that Kaneki, as a just straight-up merciless killer, just hunting down humans, I don't really see him like that, especially in this early stages of the story. I don't. Now, there is a stretch to say he will, but I just don't see him as a killer, at least in this current state with his design. Yeah, he was definitely mind-broken by Jason at this moment, going by the design and stuff, but I don't think that legitimately he's, more or less like a merciless killer at this point. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. What I'm trying to say is that if there was a character that could theoretically be a killer from Tokyo Ghoul, I would say Furuta from Tokyo Ghoul Re, the main villain, technically. Eto would be a very, very good addition. Or Arima. I mean, Arima would be amazing as a killer. Like, holy crap, I would love to see Arima. But obviously, Arima hunts ghouls, not humans. So, at the end of the day, what may maybe make a lot of sense if he was hunting down regular survivors and stuff within the game, but maybe there could be a buff or something where everybody becomes ghouls or half ghouls or something like that, something along those lines. But regardless, I mean, even though obviously, as a mega fan of Tokyo Ghoul that loves the lore and story, I do think that in general, this is good news. I'm very happy to see Tokyo Ghoul getting some love and life in the big 2025. I did not expect to see it relevant in conversations this far off, like after it's ended. I mean, what this basically kind of makes me assume now, with the revival of interest within the product itself, it makes me wonder if we might get an anime remake. I mean, it's entirely possible at this point. I mean, if if this collab does very well and a lot of money flows in because of the interest of Tokyo Ghoul, you know the bigwigs in Japan and stuff, they're gonna see this. They're gonna see that, they're gonna be like, huh, Tokyo Ghoul's doing pretty well, and this is going to lead to two things. Japanese companies are going to collab more, obviously, with Dead by Daylight or other Western studios to give over characters to collab with. Fortnite is a good example. And then, in turn, they're also potentially going to look at this product to how they can market this product and make more money from it. AKA Tokyo Ghoul, if it does well, you might make a new anime. So, in general, I'm definitely buying this killer day one. Like, I am. I mean, I've wanted a remake of Tokyo Ghoul for a long time. A very, very, very long time. Because it is one of those series that deserves it. It's one of the best manga I have ever read in my entire life. It's top 3, top 5 favorite manga of all time. It is an emotional journey that sticks with me to this very day. Kaneki Kin's story is amazing. And I do hope that this collab does very well. I love the fact that we get to actually finally see some love to one of my favorite characters of all time. And it's crazy it has to be Dead by Daylight to actually do this. Like, I'm legitimately surprised about this. I mean, the fact that Tokyo Ghoul's getting added, it makes me wonder when we'll eventually see something like this for Fortnite. I mean, if Kaneki could be for Dead by Daylight, hell, I mean, definitely could be added into Fortnite. Like, at this point, it's definitely obvious it could. One thing I do want to wonder, though, is how expensive the licensing was. Because obviously, when it comes to these collabs and stuff, typically it comes down to the licensing. You know, like, Dead by Daylight, they have to, like, license the product. And I wonder how expensive TG was. I'm actually curious about that. Because obviously, it's a product that's it's popular, but I don't think it's, like, as popular as other products within Japan. So I wonder if the license is pretty cheap in comparison. I don't think we'll ever get confirmation on that ever. We'll ever get that knowledge. But regardless, I do hope that this brings good news, good fortune to the Tokyo Ghoul community. Because I did not expect to wake up to a trailer like this. But I can't wait to see how gameplay-wise of Kaneki Kin is. I can't wait to see what survivors they add. I wonder if they're going to add, like, a survivor. Like, imagine if they added, like, Hide. Like, oh my goodness. Imagine if they added Hide as a survivor. Yo, that would be freaking cool. One thing I do wonder as well, since technically we know that these killers get skins, typically they get another skin, I wonder if there will be an additional skin of Kaneki, like we might get Heize, maybe we might get Eto. I don't know, but I would like to see, like, maybe a different character, like, skin for Kaneki. Maybe even, you know, Toka. I would like to see Toka as well. There's a lot of ideas, and there's a lot of potential here, but man, oh man, what a day. I did not expect to wake up to news like this. But I want to leave it at that. I wanted to share this with everyone, because this one legitimately caught me by surprise. I did not expect this today. But I love you guys. Be safe. Stay healthy. Chibi out.